If you have a couple of free days in the year, one of the best things you can do is to take a long ride out from where you live and follow a main highway for about an hour or so before returning to your abode. Or if you can afford to, take a 6-hour journey to another town or city, stay in a motel and rest for the night, then take a look around the place before returning home. For some of us, the best long rides are taken on public transport, on buses or trucks, where we do not have to drive. As passengers, we sit back, relax, and enjoy the views as the vehicle moves on. I have enjoyed such rides in a number of highways in Papua New Guinea, in outback Adelaide in Australia, Noumea in New Caledonia, and now in Fiji. Such rides enable you to see the natural wonders in the big backyard of those states or countries, whether it is the undulating grassy hills, towering green ridges, or turquoise still waters on one side of the road that you are traveling on. The scenes that emerge before you could very well serve as postcard photo material. In 2021, it was my plan to travel from Adelaide in South Australia to Darwin in the Northern Territory, or Perth in Western Australia. But then the pandemic came and my plan was shelved. Possibly next time. If you have not noticed it yet, the best way to enjoy the views in a long ride is to be a passenger, not a driver. The advantage of you driving, though, is you can stop and rest or take in more of a view, as you wish. But the disadvantage is, you will miss a lot that you pass by outside your window. Having a local man or woman accompanying you on such a trip is an advantage too. They can point out peculiar sights and recount histories of such places. Such information should help you learn more about the place and the people there. It is also logical that you travel during the day so you can enjoy the sights more. Those are some tips to keep in mind if you are planning for a long ride. On September 26, 2023, I joined a group of staff members of the Fiji National University, Nasinu campus in Suva, Fiji, and traveled along the Queen's Road to get to Lautoka at the western end of the island. We were going there to attend the Sustainability Week program to be hosted by the FNU Natambua campus. That is where the students studying education are based. It was not my first time to travel that road, since I was picked up by a FNU driver at Nandi International Airport in mid-August when I arrived, and we made the journey to Suva in the east, covering a total of 189 kilometers. This time, though, the trip started in Suva at 5:30 a.m. with a drizzle. But by 6:30 a.m. the place was clear, and I could take in the beauty of the villages and farms that we passed. The ride in the hired 15-seater van was smooth, there were hardly any potholes, and within an hour we passed by Pacific Harbor, which is 51 kilometers out of Suva. In another hour, we passed Sigatoka, which is said to be the rugby town of the Fiji Isles. There were many million-dollar views along the way. The famous Sand Dunes National Park is located in Sigatoka. That is where the national rugby teams go to train. You can check for YouTube videos showing the sand dunes. As we got closer to Nandi, we made a stop at True Mart, which has a shop and cafe, located next to a gas station alongside the highway. It was now 8 a.m., and we bought coffee and biscuits and cakes and had breakfast there. The setup has restroom facilities, and it serves travelers well. All along the ride, I noticed signs pointing to so many tourist resorts and hotels. Tourism is a gold mine here in Fiji, and it was reported in the news in late 2023 that even in the cyclone season, some resorts remain fully booked. When the program at Natambua ended at 4 p.m., we made our journey back to Suva. We passed sugarcane fields as we approached Nandi, and also when we passed the city to head towards Sigatoka. Along many roadside villages, there were stalls set up by the farmers to sell local produce, like banana, cassava, and taro, as well as fruits like mango and pawpaw. I plan to circumnavigate Viti Levu sometime soon. I may go from Suva to Rakiraki, in the north, spend a few days there, and then travel down to Nandi and return to Suva. I am told that the bus ride from Nandi to Suva is $50. If you want a cab to take you there, then the cost is $200. A colleague said there are many beautiful beaches up north on Viti Levu. That sounds appealing. That will definitely be placed on my to-do list while I am here in Fiji.